This is Saint Rita. She is the saint of impossible causes, difficult marriages, abuse victims. She does it all, and wait till you hear her story. So Saint Rita was born in Cascia, Italy. She had dreams of becoming a nun, but unfortunately her parents had other plans. They ended up marrying Saint Rita off to a man named Paolo, who was very abusive towards Rita. Rita and Paolo ended up having 2 sons together, but she would pray unceasingly for the conversion of her husband to change his heart. And long and behold, this impossible situation became possible. Her husband had a complete change of heart and their marriage became beautiful. But unfortunately, Paolo had a lot of bad blood in the town, a lot of conflict with other people. This led to him eventually being murdered. So Saint Rita lost her husband, and her 2 sons wanted to seek revenge on the murderer. They had plans to kill him. Rita would pray and saying, Lord, do not let my sons fall down this path. Do not let them become murderers. Even if that means taking their own life, Lord, do not let them commit this sin. Eventually, both of her sons fell ill, and they both ended up passing away. So Rita then tried to go enter religious life. After all of this tragedy, she finally wanted to give religious life a try. But unfortunately, the Augustinians in Cascia told Saint Rita they would not accept her because of all of this conflict attached to her, and they didn't want to have more conflict within the convent. But they told her, if you can go and resolve this impossible situation, we'll accept you. So Saint Rita prayed to her 3 patron saints, Saint John the Baptist, Saint Nicholas, and Saint Augustine, for help. And long and behold, after a while, Saint Rita was able to resolve the conflict between the 2 families. What seemed impossible became possible. And then it is said, after she resolved the conflict, her 3 patron saints lifted her up and placed her mystically in the convent with the sisters. So Saint Rita was finally accepted, and she was praying one day and meditating on the Lord's death and passion for her. And she said, Lord, I wish to suffer like you. And this is when it said that Saint Rita received the stigmata. She received a little thorn on her forehead, symbolizing she is sharing in the suffering of Christ. So Saint Rita would stay in the convent and pray. She would go outside and do all of this charitable work for the Lord. Then eventually one day she was on her deathbed, and a relative came and visited her and said, is there anything I can do for you? Saint Rita said, yes, can you go to my family garden and bring me the rose? But it was in the middle of winter, so the relative was like, okay. And long and behold, the relative went to Saint Rita's garden and found a beautiful rose blossoming in the winter. So Saint Rita is the miracle worker. Impossible situations became possible. Marriages that were broken became fixed. She is the saint of impossible.